tomorrow's time, Friday's time, I don't know how, 12 hours. 12 hours. And I'm thinking, what did I do last Friday? I go around and I go around and I go around. Are we okay with this angle? Yeah, I'm not feeling like bringing out a ring light. I'm just gonna start this now. It's Sunday night. You know, technically, once you pass midnight, it is Monday. So let's just like look at the amount of time that I have for today. Well, technically tomorrow, but like today. But today it's 7 hours and 42 minutes. So I feel like I can get like a solid book done. Like I feel like roughly every day I can do one book. So I'm actually really happy. Like that's gonna be like 7 or like at least 5 books that are gonna be done. So I was like thinking, what type of vibe do I want to go for out of everything that I kind of put on my like video TBR? And I decided to go with Jock Row. I just had my like little sticky notes in case I decide to annotate. To kind of like go with the vibe of the book, we're gonna do Jock Row, a little sports romance. I'm kind of feeling a sports romance. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a thriller because I was like, if I read Survive the Night, it's gonna go so fast. If I read Layla, it's gonna be so fast. But I'm kind of craving this, and I feel like it's written pretty big, you know? It's like pretty big. It's like 300 and I want to say like 50-ish pages. Yeah, 50-ish pages. But the chapters are like really long because I saw it in terms of like days. So I think the first 150 pages, it's like 5 chapters. But I'm still excited to see where this goes. I don't even know where I found out about this book. I just found out about it and I'm like, it seems like it's gonna be a good time. So I'm just waiting for my hair to dry. Then I'm gonna like do my hair while probably listening to the audiobook. So I feel like my reading tonight is probably gonna be audiobook because that's like the easiest thing for me. Then I'm planning to go to the gym tomorrow morning. So I feel like if I read a tiny bit before the gym, I'm gonna update you guys then. If not, I'm gonna update you guys after the gym. But I'm really planning to get 2 hours, at least 2 hours done tonight. Because I feel like that is like at least a solid way through the book and a solid way through the chunk for today. Because I do have a midterm Thursday, which like, why are you doing this video on a week that you have a midterm? Because I'm stupid. Because I'm stupid. So yeah, let's go like dry my hair, start the audiobook, and get into Jock Row. I feel like I look chaotic right now. I just did my skincare, and as you can see, my skin is like purging. It looks really bad here, but honestly, I kind of started using these new products, and I think that they're actually working because my skin is like clear. Like I can tell that it is purging in some spaces, but in other spaces it's clear. So I feel like this is just really, I started getting used to the new cream and stuff like that. So hopefully it's gonna help because again I have been seeing differences. Like in the morning I wake up and I'm like, wow, there is a change. But either way, like all that aside, it's currently 12:30 Tuesday morning. We have 2 hours and about 9 minutes left from Monday's reading time. I was actually so excited because I thought that I would be able to finish this, but then my friend texted me last minute and after my summer class I decided to go see her. So I wasn't able to finish Jock Row just yet, but I am at page 300, like literally exactly page 300. I want to say like 60 pages left. Yeah, 62 pages left, so I'm definitely going to be able to finish this tomorrow morning. And I'm really enjoying it. Like, I thought that there'd be more of like the sports, I guess like storyline. I don't know, just like more sports in the sports romance, but this is just like, it's basically just romance for me. I don't really see like the sports side as like off campus or as icebreaker, but I still really enjoyed it. And what I liked about this is that our two main characters met at a party and you would only see what happened to them like every single Friday. Like this is organized by date, and I actually feel like it kind of flows better. And even though it feels like, okay, for a certain amount of time, not that nothing is happening, but that the story is like slow, it still feels like properly paced. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I look like a freaking egg. I just saw myself in the camera. But that's what I really like about it. The only thing is that some chapters are literally like 60 pages, others are like 4. So that's my only thing. It's like, it's kind of hard to like, because I was cut off reading at a chapter, which I feel like most people do. And for here, I feel like it's harder because chapters are so just like different in their length. But I really like it. I'm excited to read the other books. I don't know if she's gonna follow the same like style, or if we're gonna see more sports in the sports romance, because like that's my only complaint. I'd like to see more sports. Jock Row is honestly a 4-star read. Like there's nothing like oh my god exceptional, but I still really like it, you know, so I feel like 4 is like pretty fair. We'll see what happens in the last part. But yeah, honestly, like super fun, easy, fast read. I will tell you guys the next book I'm gonna read just in case I start reading tomorrow morning. Like I don't want to be like, ugh, I feel so groggy, I don't want to talk to the camera. I'm sorry, I have like a mosquito bite, and if you hear a little noise, it's me like itching my leg because it hurts. It doesn't hurt, it itches like so bad. But yeah, just in case I don't want to be like, I'll have to talk to the camera if I'm feeling like really like sluggish and gross. So I decided that I feel like I'm gonna go for a thriller today, Tuesday. It's exactly 8 hours. So let me just add that to the time that we have now. I'm like slowly starting to realize that if I want to make this video in the future, to not make plans with anyone, because I honestly don't know how I'm gonna do this. But yeah. Hi. So actually, not gonna lie, a couple of days have passed. We're currently Thursday. This video started Monday. I read a bit Tuesday, but I actually went to see the Barbie movie after my class, and I was like studying while I was waiting, so I didn't have my book with me. I was like out of the house from like 1. So, you know, and then the movie was the one at like 10:30, so it was like, okay, I don't really want to pull up my camera at like 2 when I got home. So that happened, and yesterday I was just like really focused like on my finals, and I went to the gym. I cannot feel my legs right now. Like I was gonna go tonight, but I'm like, I cannot move. Like I literally cannot move. So that happened, but not my final, my midterm. But my midterm is done. Finito, so we can read now. So yeah, I just wanted to be like super transparent with you guys about like what happened, and I think I'm just gonna like push this back until whenever I can finish this video. Like I'm still gonna try to finish maybe by Monday, because I don't have anything to necessarily turn in. Like I do have my work this weekend. I am going out for drinks with my friend tomorrow night, so I have a few things planned, but I can still read like a lot. So I was like, okay, you're gonna like really push yourself to get a shit ton of reading done to like make up for like all time you're gonna read this week. Because from the time that it ended up adding Monday night, we are at like 9 hours. Can we focus on my phone? Anyway, 9 hours, but that was a time that was Tuesday's time that I'm not even done with. Then, just so you can get an idea, I'll read you the times that we have left. Tuesday's time is 9 hours and 48 minutes. Today's time, well, technically today's time is 7 hours and 45 minutes. Tomorrow's time, Friday's time, I don't know how, 12 hours. 12 hours. And I'm thinking, what did I do last Friday? I watched YouTube videos, but I didn't think I watched that many YouTube videos. Saturday is 6 hours and 22 minutes. Then Sunday is 9 hours and 12 minutes. We're gonna manage. We're gonna manage. So I did action of finishing Jock Row, and I really liked it. Like as I mentioned before in my other clip, I expected more sports. My neighbor was like walking by. I expected more sports. He's like literally just turned around, paused, and looked at me. Like full stop, pause and looked at me, and I'm like, sir, I know this is a little... Sorry, I thought I saw someone. Oh no, never mind. I'm like, sir, like rude. I know this is awkward, but like rude. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I did expect a lot more like sports in the sport romance, which I kind of was like disappointed by, because like we didn't even see a training thing, or like, yeah, we kind of saw things with the guys, but there wasn't really like the guy's point of view. It was mainly with our main character. It wasn't like him living his life that much. It was like only with her, and like, yeah, sure, her also, because of how it was written. And like I like how it was written, because I feel like it's very different, and I haven't read anything like this. but I went in looking for a sports romance, and I feel like that's why I was a little bit like disappointed. But besides that, like the story, I loved it. The pacing was actually excellent. Like I loved everything about it. I think because I am a little disappointed, my neighbor's like swifting his front door. But yeah, since there was that, I think I'm gonna rate it a 4. So now I'm going for a book that I'm scared and excited for. Survive the Night by Riley Sager. A lot of people hate it, but they say it's because the main character is like so freaking stupid. But I'm like, since I know that she's like dumb going in, I feel like I'll enjoy it more because I don't have like high expectations. But I'm excited. Like my plan is to, currently it's 5 p.m. I know I'm not gonna be able to finish it tonight, but my goal is to finish it tomorrow and then start another book tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like that's very manageable. Then I feel like I could finish this time by next Tuesday or next Wednesday. So it's like actually really hot in the car because it was supposed to rain and my classes are cold. So I was like, okay, I'll wear a sweatshirt with my Lulus, like my shorts. But now it's like so hot. So I need to go wash my hair because it's like actually nasty. Like I just have it clipped up in the back, but it's like nasty. Gotta go wash my hair and clean my room a tiny bit, and then we're gonna get back to reading. Hi. Okay, so I read a few pages of, why does I feel like it's so dark? I read a few pages of Survive the Night, and it reads so fast. Like I like the pacing. I won't say I like her, our main character, because I don't really know enough about her, but I like how she's set up. Like I like everything about it so far. Like yeah, sure, you see all these like red flags that you still get into a car with a person who's like a little odd, and like yeah, sure, you can be like, oh, I'm just being paranoid, but I feel like us girls especially, like you just know, like we have this like sixth sense that we just know things. Like I can't even explain it, you can't put it into words, but it's just there. Like you just know things, you know. Personally, I would never do what our main character did, so I can understand why people are like, she's so stupid. But also, I don't really think of that. Like, you know, I think of like one of those like cheesy movies where the main characters do the dumbest shit, but like it's good, you know? Like that's the vibe I'm getting from this book. I'm like maybe 70 pages in and I'm really vibing with it. Yeah, I feel like the House of Costa like is more like developed as a story, but given the timelines, I like the pacing of Survive the Night like really well. Like you never feel bored, you feel like something's, you know, like the pacing makes sense for what's going on. So I'm super happy about that. It's currently 12:30. I just got myself a little drink and my lunch, a sandwich. I have dinner plans at 6:30. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna read a bit. I think I probably have like 5-ish hours left in this book, so I think I can finish it today. Like I can't finish it before my dinner plans. I do have to make the thumbnail for a video, but I feel like I can get a lot done. Oh, okay. You know how yesterday I said that I fucked up the timing? So let's just like add all the times together, because why not? To see how deeply into shit I am right now, for lack of a better word. You know how I say that I'm good at math? I honestly don't think that I'm that good at math, because I'm so confused. I'm just generally so confused. Okay, I think I have it all. So the timing in minutes for what's left of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today that were Friday, it's 2,214 minutes. Yes. So I divide by 60. That's 36 hours, 0.9. Oh my god. 32 hours and 54 minutes. How did I get myself in this position? So let's just like switch my timer. I can't even do that. I can only set a timer for 24 hours. So, okay, you know what? Let's remove Friday's time, which is 11 hours and 56 minutes. So instead of doing 32 hours, I'm just gonna do 21 hours because that fits in my camera. Okay, we have our 21 hours. Damn, I'm gonna leave my car. I'm gonna like get started with this because oh my god, and my camera's dying, so it's perfect. It is currently Sunday. Let me just like pause my music. It is currently Sunday, and I didn't give you guys an update last night because I lost power. Like I was like comfy, cozy in my bed, like ready to go, ready to like fly through I Hate You More. But the power was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that today. So, yeah, I just went to bed early. We're at 12 hours and 7 minutes. Yes, 12 hours and 7 minutes and like 40 seconds. And I am maybe a 6th or a 5th way through I Hate You More. I'm at page 70 out of 255. Like it's a really like short, sweet, fast book. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it today. So I do have to do a lot of like school things. I like basically just got back from work and I'm like, okay, like focus on your school thing that you can like read tonight. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it tonight. But like, you know, it's fine, like whatever. At least like we're getting through the time because yikes, like yikes. I seldom do Friday's time, which is like 12 hours. But I'm like reserving a book for that 12-hour time slot because she's like a chunker, but I feel like 12 hours is perfect for that. So that's why I didn't add Friday's time to this. I was like, let's just like finish Tuesday's time, Wednesday's time, Thursday's time. And then when all that is done, we're gonna like start the time for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because we're still behind. Like I was literally supposed to be finishing this video today. But no, I actually really... Oh my god, that cough like literally hurts my esophagus. No, my trachea. Anyways, I actually really like I Hate You More. Like I went in not really I didn't really have any expectations because I've never heard... Oh, now I have something in my eye. That's like absolutely amazing. I never heard anyone talk about it. So I didn't really have any expectations. I was just like, we'll see what's going on and we'll vibe. And I'm actually really vibing with it. I really like it. Once again, I'm only 70 pages in, but the story is also 250 pages. So I'm like, I went through like a decent-ish chunk of the story and I enjoy it. Like, fun vibes. I need to write a paper for tomorrow, so that's fun. I was like, do I listen to the audiobook? But I don't know, I'm just like reading like words on paper mood, so I don't think I'm gonna download the audiobook and listen to that while I do my work. But yeah, I'll just like do my work, watch a little Summer I Turned Pretty in the back. Do you guys want me to do a little video about the Summer I Turned Pretty? I don't know, because I was like thinking about not really a reaction, but just like talking about season 2 when season 2 is completely out. I don't know, let me know down below because I kind of had that on my mind because I'm like, okay, probably everyone who watches this channel knows about the Summer I Turned Pretty, so it'll be like a fun little video. But yeah, we're gonna stop talking, we're gonna do my work so I can go back to reading, and maybe, just maybe, I can finish I Hate You More today. Like it's currently 3:30, so I have my doubts. But the faster I say goodbye to you guys, the faster I can get my work done, the faster I can get back to reading. I didn't exactly get to the time, but I basically like almost finished the time that I had set. Let me just like make this bigger. Yeah, I almost reached the time that I was supposed to reach. So I do have the 11 hours and 56 minutes that I'm gonna add to, I'm gonna do it right now. So 13.18 plus 56. Okay, so 12 hours, 10 minutes, and 20 seconds. And yeah, I ended up finishing I Hate You More, and I loved it. Like, I don't know why no one has ever talked about it, because it's actually so good. Like, it's just such a cute romance, and you never get bored. Like, I feel like it's this type of like rom-com that I would be like, okay, like I like the concept, but when is it gonna wrap up? But I feel like the pacing was perfect, the characters were perfect, like you love them all, just everything made sense. And I haven't rated the book yet, but I think I'm gonna rate it 4 stars or 4.25 because it's actually like so good. I'm gonna talk about it more in my wrap up. But yeah, like no one has ever talked about it, but I'm really happy I picked it up. Yeah, so I finished that. Then I moved on to, I don't know if you can see this because I take the cover off for hardcovers. I started War Storm. Okay. I was like, yeah, this is a chunker, but might as well read it here because like it just makes sense. I'm like this much through. I feel like I read so much, but I haven't read 200 pages. But like, okay, like 200 pages sounds like a lot. But if you compare what I read to what I have left, it is terrifying. And like some chapters take like literally an hour to read. That I'm like, I'm happy I read this like not during school because I feel like I am enjoying it so much more. Like I just picked it up and I just got hooked. I was gonna say I just got sunken. I just got hooked because I feel like at this point it's like, okay, I've been around with this series. I think I read Red Queen back December last year, so it's just like I've been with this series for almost a year and I'm like, okay, I like these characters, I love the storyline, I'm ready for it to end. Like not about it, just like I want to know what happens. I think that we're probably gonna be ending the video on this book because I don't know how long it took me to read this, but we have actually no, I think I can read another book. Yeah, okay, because we have our 12 hours tomorrow. I don't know if I can finish this in 12 hours, but couple this with the time that we have for Saturday, I'm pretty sure that I can finish this and then read another book. So I'm super happy about that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you, like, just talk to you guys about this. I am literally so exhausted. Like, my eyes, you see my dark circles? They're horrible. I feel like my eyes are, like, sinking in. So good night. I'm gonna go to bed. And I'll let you know. I doubt I can finish this book tomorrow, but I'll let you know what's going on with War Storm tomorrow. So we actually need to talk a little bit because a couple of things have happened since the last time I filmed. Oh, Mila, why does your phone not have a phone case? Because this is a new phone because my old phone completely gave up on me, meaning that my screen time vanished because it was on my other phone. So when I realized that, I'm like, what do I do? So I just like picked a random number. I was like, okay, let's just take like 2 times 8 hours because I was like, I have no idea. And I didn't think in my head, like, you're gonna lose all your time. But basically what happened is that my phone was like working until, like, I remember I was in bed. Like, I picked up my book. I was about to turn my timer on. Or I think I had like just turned it on. And then I went to Spotify to put my like reading playlist. And then it just died. And I'm like, I remember my phone being like over 50% charged. What's going on? And then it just didn't turn on for like a solid 4 hours. So I went to the Apple store. And long story short, after literally spending 3 hours at the Apple store, I got a new phone. But I lost my time for this video. So I was gonna insert the times. But like, I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. But so much chaos has happened in the time that I've been filming this video that at this point I'm just like, screw it, I just want to finish this video. So I started the 8 hours for well, what's equivalent to like Saturday's time. Bro, I literally started this video so long ago, it like pains me to do this, but we're at 5 hours and 5 hours and like basically 10 minutes. I also just estimated the time for what I had before and we finished War Storm. This is a chunker. It took me so long to read this, but I love it. Like, I love how in the more like in the more recent fantasy that I'm reading, yeah, there's like the subplot of romance, but how do I say this? Like, if you've read this, you know, if you've read the Kiss of Deception series, you know, it's like the ending, like, just, I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, the ending when it comes to the romance, I kind of like endings like that. which surprised me, but I'm like really happy that they went with this concept over here, because I feel like if there was any character who was supposed to be like that, it should be Mare. And it's just, this book was so good. Like, I feel like it was a perfect closure to this entire series. Even though I felt like book 3 dragged on too much and I wasn't really a fan of book 3, I really loved book 4, and in my head I was like, okay, this is like so daunting because I didn't really like book 3, but I liked book 4. I rated it 4 stars, and I picked up a Twisted Games, and I am currently at page 215 of Twisted Games. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love, and I love when books have the playlist. Like, I feel like now every time I hear Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift, I'm going to be thinking of Rice. Rice, I feel like it should be Reese, because Rice, it's like, meh. I don't know. Rice, let me know how I should be pronouncing this in the comments down below if you've read this book. I am in love. Like, I literally flew through all this, and I can't wait to finish it. So I feel like I'm going to be able to read one more book for this video after finishing this. Based off where we are now, I'm actually like really proud of myself. Like, yeah, it's been a hot minute since I started filming this video, but we're back. We're happy. We've read a bunch of books. We still have like another book to read in this book. Currently I don't know what that book is because I did not film my intro. Thank freaking God, because again, the chaos. But yeah, anyways, Twisted Games, absolutely obsessed with it. I am going to read a tiny bit more tonight. Like, I do have work tomorrow, so I have to be up early. So I'm going to read a teeny tiny little bit. I do have my finals, well, my exams. So reading is like not such a big priority, but I just want to finish this video. At this point, it's like, I'm not annoyed, but it's just like, can I just finish this video and not have to restart it because like shit happened during the week that I was filming. But yeah. Gonna put on some PJs and gonna continue reading. I just finished Twisted Games, and oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I knew that I was gonna go into this book loving it, and I love it. Like, it's so good, because you know, like when you read, and like, yeah, you have good books that don't really, I guess, like make you express what you feel on your face, right? Like, that makes sense. But like when you find yourself like making faces, like grinning and like smiling at books, that's when you know it's a good book. Like, I don't know, and this is a 5-star book, but like I'm gonna sit with it because I feel like, you know, when you first read something and you're like, oh my god, it's amazing, but you're like, okay, is it a 5-star book? Is it not a 5-star book? So a lot of like books that I first gave 5 stars, when I read them, I well, like looking back, at the end of the year, I would always like bump a few down to 4.75, but this is either 4.75 or 5 stars. Like, it's so good. Oh my god, bro, why did I wait so long to read the Twisted series? Like, it's so good. But anyways, my timer like went off literally when I was like 2 pages away from finishing Twisted Games, so I just finished Twisted Games. I can't believe I read this. I just finished Twisted Games. Let me like angle you guys a little bit higher. So I'm like, you know, like when you finish a book and you're like, that was a good book. That was a good freaking book. Oh, like, if you know, you know. But yeah, so I'm done with that. So I'm just gonna add the new time to my timer. We're going for the last stretch of this video, this chaotic video. In my head, I was like, okay, do I even like bother? Do I like even come out with this? But I'm like, you know what? I put so much effort into this. I restarted filming once. I like scrapped my footage from like the first time I tried filming this. I'm like, I'm just gonna go through with it. So we have our last stretch, which is 8 hours here. And for this last thing, the book that I'm gonna read, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read 1 or 2 books. So I'll like show you the ones that I had in mind. So 100%, I will be reading Good Girl, Bad Blood. I read the first book in January and I really liked it. So I'm curious to see what happens in book 2. The 2 other books that I want to read this month, because I'm filming this in August. I don't know when in September this comes out, but I'm filming this in August. And I have these 2 books on my TBR. So Addicted to You, I did want to film a reading vlog for, like, I wanted to do for the entire Addicted series. So technically, I was like, since there's, I flipped on something a little odd. Like, since there's technically like 10 books, I was like, okay, for my reading vlog, I'm gonna like talk about every book, maybe halfway through and at the end. So if I read some of this book, I just won't talk about it in this video, or like, do I just read the insiders and then like leave this for when I'm done this video? I don't know yet. Depending on how much time we have left, I'll figure it out. But these are 2 things that I'm gonna be reading soon. But oh yeah, I'm still in my like, oh my god, Twisted Games phase. Like, you know that phase when you finish like a book. I think I briefly talked to it. It's about me doing exams because I'm in my summer classes. I finally finished my summer classes. I did my last final like literally 5 hours ago. Yeah, my last final finished 5 hours ago. I have a project due in 2 days, but I just want to finish this video, man. I just want to post this video. So those are the little updates going on in my life. I feel like I'm gonna kind of do a face mask. I'm really feeling a face mask because I deserved it after my final. And we're gonna start reading Good Girl, Bad Blood. Yeah, let me talk about Good Girl, Bad Blood. Like, I went in not knowing what to expect because I read One of Us is Lying and I love that book. And then I read One of Us is Next and I felt so let down. It wasn't as good as the first one. Like, the beginning plot, I was like, it was fine, but it didn't hook me as much as One of Us is Lying. So going into Good Girl, Bad Blood, I was like, I like went in expecting not to be as good as the first one. And yes, I admit, it wasn't as good as the first one. It was still so good. Like, the storyline was so good. The build-up of everything so good. Like, the little surprises and stuff like that, it was so good. Like, I read this so fast. So good. So like, if you're looking for a little like YA thriller series, don't go for One of Us is Lying. Honestly, book 1 is good, just don't read the rest, but go for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Like, I love how in this book also you kind of follow the same thing as the first book. Like, it happened like basically, I want to say like a couple of months after the plot of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it's another mystery. So you see her investigating kind of like how it was last time. You have like little voice notes, her own notes, and like pictures and stuff like that. So I really like that. We kind of see the result of what happened from the first book. Like, obviously that kind of makes sense, but as in like, I'm just gonna leave it over there. But I really enjoyed the book, so I guess just gonna go over every single book that I read and kind of give like a star rating. Jock Row, I rated 4 stars. I'm trying to do this in order. Survive the Night, Riley Sager, I rated it at 4 stars. Or at 4.25. I feel like I rated 4.25 before, but I'm gonna go with 4. I Hate You More, I'm gonna go with 4.25. Like, I kind of like coming back to this at the end because I feel like once I had time to think about the book, my rating did change. So I think a couple of them changed from when I first like initially read these books, but by like 0.25, you know? This chunk of a book, War Storm, 4 stars. Twisted Games, I'm still not sure if I want to rate it 4.25, 4.75 or 5 stars. For now, I'm rating it 4.75, but I feel like if in like 2 weeks it's still on my mind, I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. And then Good Girl, Bad Blood, which I'm also rating 4 stars. So overall, a very like good reading vlog, like nothing below a 4 star, which is like amazing. Let me know if you have any ideas for like reading vlogs, because you guys can't see it here, but if you haven't seen my physical TBR video, it's a lot. Like, I have my big like Billy bookshelf over here with all the books that I read, then I have like the smaller one over here. Like, books are literally like only stacked on top of each other because there's no room, and then there's like piles in front of the other piles. Like, there's literally no room at all on this shelf. So if you have any ideas for reading vlogs, let me know. We are going into school, and I am taking like the class I'm taking this semester, it's like a lot. So like I'm doing 17 credits, which sounds terrifying. Most of my classes have like labs and tutorials and stuff like that, so it's not just like a 3-hour lecture every week. That's like 5 hours per class every single week when I'm like in school, like in class. times 5. That's like 25 hours when I'm in class, plus like all the extra hours that I have to do outside of class, like study, my job, my like sorority, like my position, and like being a part of my sorority. So I don't know how much reading is gonna get done, but if you guys have ideas for reading vlogs, please, please, please let me know, because I feel like I'm more motivated when I'm like reading for reading vlogs than if I just like read for myself, because in my head I'm like, okay, treat this as like an assignment, you know? So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want a little like video getting ready for school, because I think that I'm gonna film one. I have it in my mind, like I have a few videos in mind like related to school, so let me know about those. I mentioned them I think briefly in my intro, but yeah, stay safe, protect your vibe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.